The delegate from Bedford, Delegate Griffin.
Mr. Speaker, speaking to the bill.
The delegate has the floor.
This is one of the package of bills the Democrats are putting forward to put apartment complexes all over the Commonwealth of Virginia. There was this, 10 years ago at the World Economic Forum, this Danish politician got up and he said, you will own nothing and you will be happy. And the gist of that statement was that they're going to minimize ownership rights and they're going to start moving people into the cities. And their reason for doing so is because they said, climate change, and we got to stop, putting greenhouse gas emissions. And one of the best things that we think we can do is we can throw people into these high density areas. And we think that Western countries should adopt this model. And so fast forward to today, we have a problem in the United States where people have had a hard time purchasing homes. And in fact, both candidates, I think, for governor ran on that. And when Governor Spanberger won, she said, well, one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to increase housing, which sounds like a great idea. I am, in fact, a big proponent of increasing housing. But this kind of goes to the social contract of what we're about. I always say, what is the American dream, right? We're battling over that for these 60 days, right? Because we're being told all kinds of things that have always been American are no longer American. We're seeing like all these anti-gun bills, the anti-Christian bills. We're seeing a lot of anti-American things. And so if we're going to figure out what is our social contract, how do all of us that have different opinions, how do we live together? What are the things that we can agree on? And I would argue that one of the things that we can agree on, that we would agree on, is if I said what it means to be an American is to have the American dream. And what is the American dream? I really think most people would say it would be the ability to grow up, get married, and buy your own home. And that way you can raise a family in it. This bill is a mandatory bill on localities to increase apartment complexes, which is way different than allowing us to build new homes so that people can purchase one and live in one. It requires it's government. It's like a top-down thing, which we argue over this philosophically a lot because obviously I believe that we should be ground up. This is a top-down mandate, right? So the legislature here is going to tell localities you have to build these apartments at 1.5% growth per year every 5 years until you get to 7.5%. And if you look at it over and over again, what are the key words in here? Multifamily residential. Increasing the height limits, increasing how many can go on a certain lot, high density housing over and over and over again. And it's not that there isn't a place for that, but to mandate it on the localities, I think, is the wrong approach. And it's not lost on me that people that live in cities and live in high-rises are more likely to vote left-wing. And that might be one of the underlying reasons why you would want to push a bill like this. It's also not lost on me that people that are able to build a life and buy a home and get married and do all those things are much more likely to vote Republican. And that might be one of the reasons you're putting this bill forward. I'm arguing to you today that mandating zoning changes to the localities is not going to help us achieve the American dream. We should be putting things forward that help people to buy homes, not things that damn them to apartment rentals. I'm against this bill and the whole package of bills that y'all are putting forward to mandate apartment rentals for Virginia citizens. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.